In the pale light from the moon, Crispus Attucks raced through a dark New England pine forest, skipping over fallen branches, splashing through shallow streams, stumbling, half falling, arms flailing, somehow managing to keep his balance and continue on his way. His heart was pounding in his chest. His breath was ragged. He kept telling himself not to look over his shoulder. Yet, the compulsion to do so was far too great. Having just escaped from his master's farm, he knew what would happen if he didn't get to Boston's docks as soon as his legs would carry him there. The price of his freedom was great. The ramifications of his capture were too harsh to think about. Born into slavery to an enslaved mother and a Native American father, all he had ever known was the heavy work in the fields and the sting of the whip on his back. 27 years old now, Crispus wanted to taste freedom for the very first time. This land held the promise of liberty, despite all its cruel and wild contradictions. After what felt like hours of running, he could finally smell the thick, salt-scented air of the harbor. Up ahead, he saw boats, big and small, swaying gently atop the tide. Some mattered with sails unfurled, others moored, silent and unoccupied. Knowing that he was taking a considerable risk, he nevertheless made his way over to what looked like a commercial fishing vessel preparing to leave the harbor. On board, half a dozen or so crew members in yellow oilskins were stacking equipment and provisions, laughing and joking amongst themselves. "Excuse me, sir," he said to a man whom he presumed was the captain, a portly middle-aged man with a great big salt and pepper beard. "I am looking for work. You wouldn't need anyone, would you?" The captain took off his sailor's cap, rubbed his weather-beaten chin, ran a hand through his wiry head of hair, and looked Crispus up and down.